peaceful, it's designed. I take it. So, alafu ukitaka like to go into specifics, unajua lazima tuseme Uhuru served for 9 years, not 10 years. I think that's all the things that we all keep forgetting to say. Uhuru served for 9 years, not 10 years. So, alafu so unse aliendelea tu kubonga hivi, and you can see that the question was very simple. Like, if we don't actually consistency of support anyone, is it because like the people's will or the need to the so that's one of the things that we talk about. I think the village brought black story, the fact that Kenyatta is up for 4 years, then as it 15, then Danita served for 24, means that this guy has to serve at least 10. It doesn't work that way. Otherwise, if it worked that way, there'd be no need for an election in 2027.
As the supporters and as the people who support President William Ruto, because personally, I have no doubt in my mind that the track record that President William Ruto from housing, from social health assurance, from the issue of affordable Inua Jamii, from any other factors that the president, even CSPs, all these factors that the president has worked towards him. And you know they are judging him over 2.5 years. If the president has performed exceptionally very well for the last 2.5 years, what about 5 years? I can assure you by 2026, 2027, these two gentlemen will be the biggest supporters of President William re-election, because what we promised the country is what we are delivering as per the plan of Kenya Kwanza, and now we are married with ODM on some of these on the issue.
So, here is Sophia So the people on ground, that nothing has been delivered. You on your side, you keep insisting that something has been delivered. And I know it's like this house thing, Manitumia Sana to just down, but if you've affected 1,000 families in the country, there are more than let me say that for the 10 billion families, that's on the lower side. What have you done? You've done nothing. You've not even scratched the surface. So even if you've affected 1,000 families in school, you've not affected the rest of them. And the rest of them will know that issue. A lot of people would prefer you creating an environment where people afford housing that you business. And I say this here respectfully, like they just can't handle another
wanauza 30 per piece. Unaweza ziuza 150 ama 200. Ona pesa. Tukifanya hiyo ya nguo, alafu nikena hizi earrings na nani hapo hivyo.
Election be based on past presidents having served 2 terms, or is it based on the will of the people?
It is based on key factors. That's what I'm saying, the fact that no president has served 1 term.
Fine.
That's a fact. Number 2, I'm saying the track record. Did you see? And I'm happy you covered live as a Citizen TV and other platforms that you have through Royal Media Services. Did you see the joy of the people of Mukuru housing when the president launched, even the prayer, the dance? Because the naysayers could not believe. You know, the people of Newton Manza has been asking, give us even one room that you have completed under affordable housing program. Those people will have a dignified place. Even in Nandi County, you remember I stated on this show that 80% 220 housing units in Kapsabet. We have a number of markets that are being constructed across the country. So what I'm saying, it is the will of the people and the track record of Kenya, but also with an historical fact that no president has ever served 1 term. But I assure you, the people, that is why I want to ask my colleagues.
So, secure with the historical fact that no president has ever served 1 term. This guy is on record and clearly confirmed that according to him, in 2007, Kibaki alilose kabidi Kibaki afanye ukarabati. So yeye mwenyewe akasema that hao wenyewe wakilose watabaki wafanye ukarabati. History that no president has served 1 term is not a historical fact. It's just news. Like presidents lose, but they come back. But it was easier to come back in the older times because we had a few election observers. This coming election, we have a lot of election observers. Why? Courtesy of vitu zinaitwa smartphones. This one will take pictures and this one will transmit. And the vote at the Nini na kwa final at the polling station. And apart from that, kutakuwa na, I don't know kama Kenya tunafaa kufanya exit polls, but the exit polls will show that no one, this time even trying to be able to say somewhere Ruto. That's how bad this is. So for you to keep thumping your chest and telling us that no one has ever served one term means that una plan kuri. Yani kitu moja ile nani alisema, huyu msee Gachagua, just because we hate the messenger does not mean we have to hate the message. Alikuwa kama una plan kuri, basi mjue katanuka. Na hakatanuka juu watu wanataka kukanukisha, katanuka juu nyi wenyewe juu. Like service, I mean, like public service is a privilege, and if it's a privilege that you should hold sacred, like if you get a chance to serve the people, just serve the people. You've made enough money for yourself, you've made enough money for your kids, and even your grandkids and your great grandkids. They can enjoy all this money. You don't have to force yourself on us. You got an opportunity to be a leader. You decided to be a businessman. Privatized everything. Privatized our healthcare. Najua ended up even buying a bank just to store how much money you are going to make from the taxpayers. Enjoy that money. But leadership is not your thing. You've already become wealthy. Achia mtu mwingine. Unacheki? Why? Because the same way unachukua hii wealth now, the same way, alafu the same way unatuonyesha presidents are above the law, the same way one guy will show up one day and be like, you know what? Presidents are above the law. So it's time to go after all these former presidents and get the money back to the people. And and just do crazy stuff. I like repair JKIA and call it Sugoi wing. Unajua, pale Sugoi wing. Ndege zinafanya pale vitu za ajabu sana bwana. Ndege inatoka Sugoi wing unashinda. Kwa nini sauti kaja langu? Okay. So acha tumalizie.
You know they don't know President William Ruto. He has never lost an election. He became an MP. He teamed up with President Uhuru Kenyatta. He is the first deputy president that brought the jinx of a deputy president not ascending to presidency. Kalonzo was a vice president. He has never succeeded. Rigathi was a deputy president. He will never succeed. So I can assure you, this is a political maverick, and I want to tell you too and Manzo, the politics of William Ruto is not yet to begin with.
So atiki hapa lazima kuorganize face moja kutreat say kama genius. You are loved. And when you are loved after campaigning for 10 years, you won with a margin of 200,000 votes. And the reason why you won is because, as I keep saying, Raila Odinga respects loyalty more than competence. So he ended up surrounding himself with some of the most incompetent people who are very loyal. For example, like in Amonda Were, who right now is somewhere in hell, enjoying the temperature. So if you get an opponent who respects competence, you're not going to win. 200,000 votes is little. Number one, you've lost that margin at 200,000 votes. The whole mountain is gone. Apart from that, you've lost a very good constituency that you had that believed in your nonsense of Siuchawi and Naomi. That's gone. Number three, this is a very educated electorate. It's not an illiterate electorate, it's a very educated electorate. Number four, very big chunk of people who have never participated in elections before. You made them believe in how powerful elections are and how powerful politicians are. So they are going to show up. So all this nonsense of you're a political maverick, that's bullshit. Yes. If you're a political maverick, Awoko is the only maverick to recognize hapa. So you are haijalishi. This thing is simple. There's nothing like a political maverick. Trump won in 2016, lost in 2020. Won back in 2024. So hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Trump to Republicans is a political god. To Democrats is nothing. And if elections are free and fair, there's nothing like you've never lost an election. Yes, even everyone loses at some point. Is it boxing? What will lose? Is it what will lose? Uhuru lost an election. Okay, so since now to talk your facts and everyone has never lost an election. The only president who's ever lost an election, we'd have to say, would be who? Would be Nini? Because Moi and Uhuru, we put them together. So we'd only say Kenyatta, peke yake. That's the only person hajai Nini, hajai lose election. And ikikam to Nini, Kibaki aliluzigi, Uhuru alilose, alafu pia wewe mwenyewe utalose. Because if it's the numbers talking, if you decide to cook up your own numbers, basi you'll never lose an election. But you've lost the people. the people don't care what you launch, because we know that every time you launch something, it benefits you more than it benefits us. Sha 91 billion being stolen. Tukiona tu hivi kituambia sijui whatever system has come up, you can do good things without stealing. Just do good things. Alafu pia tunanibamba ni asa wanajitap chest huku mbele, but kuna hii lawsuit moja ile inaendelea, and the lawsuit shows you that they are not as confident as they want us to believe they are. So kulikuwa na the lawsuit hapa, and ilikuwa ni propaganda system court case exposes infighting among state house aides. So ilikuwa kwa The Nation, alafu kwa The Nation page 4 ikakuwa ni court filings have exposed a bitter falling out among state house aides, a chaotic communication strategy, and how President William Ruto's frustration by his government losing public appeal prompted the search for a controversial spying software. Ms. Berry Washuka has sued 4 of President Ruto's men, seeking compensation for the botched procurement of a digital propaganda system, and has filed private communication with one of the president's aides, lifting the lead of the power struggle at State House. Ms. Wachuka, a Kenyan-Canadian citizen, said between November 10th, 2023 and July 21st, 2024, she had extensive discussions both in person and virtually with senior state officials, including Mr. Eric Ngeno, the president's speechwriter, regarding the proposed software. So nacheki hasa alikuwa anataka kutumia software kuchange public perception, kwa vile kwa tunatandika Ruto. Alafu cheki history yao, they started getting worried in November 2023. This is barely 1 year after coming into power. By July 21st, 2024, don't forget the Gen Z protests that happened. William Ruto's numbers had tanked. Like his approval ratings kama tungekuwa nayo was less than 10%, and it's still less than 10%. So hapa inakuwa like in the court papers, she claims that Mr. Ngeno informed her that the president had expressly sought a tailored digital communication solution in light of increasing concern over the fragmented and often counterproductive messaging of the administration agenda.
Burberry Hero, the new performance tense.
On Tuesdays, Ms. Wachuka filed a response opposing an application by 2 defendants, Head of Public Service Felix Koskei and Treasury Principal Secretary Chris Kipto, to be excused from the court proceedings. If you just look at the names, najua, like it shows you the amount of tribalism that's used kwa hizi nonsense zote. Alafu hapa kuna mpaka stories za Itumbi. Alafu ilikuwa like Itumbi was out of control and making himself the focal point. It's embarrassing. Mr. Ngeno as quoted in court papers. So kulikuwa na hizo, kuna infighting. Another person that's involved in all this infighting, of course, ndio anaitwa Jayesh Saini. So wacha tucheki hapo. Kulikuwa na, according to Ms. Wachuka, Mr. Ngeno told her on December 25th that he had spoken to Mr. Jayesh during a state visit in India. He advised that he was trying to bargain, and he told Jayesh that one thing that he could not afford was to allow me to walk away and not my fee. Eric further stated that Jayesh agreed to present the budget of the software to the president, and that Eric would reinforce his speech. So yes, I say walikuwa try kutumia software kubaki wamebadilisha hardware breeds zetu, but that time is gone. Nacheki. So if you're trying to use software, Mr. Rais Morgan, I'm always accused of having been paid by you. I am the hardware that you need to give you a few ideas. For example, do your job. It's not so hard. Do your job. You don't have to make money from every deal. Like Charlene is set for life. June is set for life. Nick is set for life. George is set for life. Some of us are not even set for today. Then they are set for life. Their grandkids are set for life. Your great grandkids are set for life. How much is enough? All this nonsense of bringing in people to change the perception won't work. We are educated. Apart from that, information keeps flying. So yes, the people who've given you the best idea are the people who told you that you need to censor social media. Nimesema kitu moto mpaka battery ikaisha. Yes, nilikuwa nasema the people who gave you the best idea are the people who told you that you should control social media. But that also comes at a cost. If you control social media, you're going to destroy a lot of jobs. And a lot of people who are already mad at you will even be more mad at you. And what's going to happen? You're going to keep recruiting new voters for 2027. And the movement is going to reach a level whereby we don't even care who's running. We just want you out. And it's easy to put it on paper, and it's easy to say on paper that I'm going to read this one, but some margins are just too big. There's a reason why Moi had given up in 1992. And don't forget, Moi did not have social media to deal with. Moi did not have technology to deal with. Moi did not have smartphones to deal with. We have smartphones to deal with. There are not smartphones in 2007. A lot of nonsense that used to happen then cannot happen now. Alafu tukifika to 2022, the amount of civic education in 2022 compared to 2027, we can't even go there. People have seen enough of your lies. Najua tumesikia uongo kila siku uongo mpya. The only thing tunaona ni marafiki zako get richer and richer, just walking around with their red bottom shoes. That if you had a few people who could teach you about PR, when you see the red bottom shoes, you know what we say? We say that you're walking on the blood of Gen Zs. Those are stains from Gen Z's blood. That's what we see. So najidanganyaji. You can thump your chest, mseme vile hamjai lose an election, vile you're a political maverick. Mwazafanya hizo zote. But kitu moja ile utajua ni turnout ile itakuwa 2027. Turnout ile itakuwa 2027. Nasikia bado hiyo bado inapiga press ups jo. Hiyo turnout bado inapiga press ups. Yeah. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think the only thing I don't know what can save you, man, because politics is also about emotions. People don't like you, they don't like you. And there's nothing you can do. You can even save them and they still be like, nah. Like tumetosheka na wewe. They'll never trust you again. So I actually don't know what can save you. You've lost the trust of the people. And once you lose the people and you lose their trust, no matter what you do, people will always think that. And I think one of the things that Wamunyoro has done to people is he's shown us that an incumbent can actually be defeated. By telling us that in 2022 you won, what did he do? He told us that rigging elections is becoming harder and harder. The election ends at the polling station. So what I know is Kenyans in 2027 tutatokea kwa wingi. Kina Cherargei, kina Sudi wanaweza thumb chest zao wakifikiria this is 1992, wa thumb chest wakifikiria 1997, wa thumb chest wakifikiria 2007. But 2027 itakuwa different. Najua it's going to be one of those. I don't know. You'll have to choose how you want your legacy. Do you want to be remembered as the guy who chose democracy over personal interest, or do you want to be known as the guy who chose personal interests or democracy? What I know is you cannot lead people who do not want your leadership. It was very easy with our parents. With our parents, all you needed to do was just invoke stories of tribalism, and through doing that, they just follow you blindly. But now you're at a generation whereby it's getting hard. Yes, right now kukaa chini na naitwa nani, Moses Kuria, you try and come up with something like the first scheme misleads your mind. This one worked last time. What do we say this time? Tukai chini tuseme nini? Tumesema ngozi nne inafanya akili inapotea. Wewe tufanye nini tena? Like we come up with some bullshit, but I don't know. Because tribalism this time, it's still going to have some weight, but not as much weight as it's had in the past elections. This time it's going to be different. People are starting to see that just because the president is coming from your tribe doesn't mean anything. Just because a cabinet secretary comes from your tribe doesn't mean anything. 2027 is going to be different. So yes, Cherargei, thumb chest, tuambieni vile mjai lose election. Sudi, thumb chest, tuambie vile mtajaza hizo ballot boxes. But sasa itabidi sasa kama kuna strategy, all polling stations zikuwe hizo areas mnazajaza. Kuzuku Nairobi, huku Nairobi gap Nairobi inakuwa very reasonable. This time gap ya Nairobi itakuwa reasonable. Itakuwa ni Kasumu tawe. Kasumu hapana. Kasumu iko nene. Ekonene. So the trending topic hapa Kenya bado ni the Obina show live, alafu show ya Gachagua.
Sawa walitolewa. Wakaambiwa wasikisi kama wajashikana. Walikuwa wanaonwa war.
Skin to skin.
Guy, ndio director ana concentrate na lenga. Akaka anaanza. You guys
Kuna
You guys tulianza tu.
Rubbish.
Basi kama seriously ni bamba nayo. Seriously kaza tu ulisema 10 million kwa takataka kwa unajua mimi hapa kaunti ndio saidia kwa takataka.
Maskini na yeye bado. Kwa ndio niko hapa. Sitakuja kutoka kwa hivyo. Siwezi pata bibi nje.
Nashimwa ni sio.
Sasa ile kitu unafanya. Wewe unajua ni mwanaume unaweza wachiliwa after 7 years. Uende uone. Hakuna. Alafu kasha kwa siku ile ndio kama Ruto kwa.
Yes.
Hii iko tu hapa. Huyu jamaa. Iko tu yani hiyo picha ya. I just want. When I wake up in the morning.
Ekonene. Episode 459. Kusema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend, Silio. Yeah, and mimi kuna vile nimekuwa nikinas a cold. I'm nursing a cold, and I've just discovered that homa join it's not a mass spread. Like no unaona vile homa wafekwa na vile inani affect na different sana. Because hii homa ni mtu wako wife. Yeye alikuwa tu yake inaendelea. Mimi tu na feel kama the whole world is against me. Na feel kama every day I have to listen to William